Good morning, folks. Welcome to Transwest Truck Trailer RV. My name is Paul Lavoie. Pretty cold out today. We got some snow here, but today we're going to be going over our 2025 Freightliner M2 106 Plus with the Summit hauler conversion. We're going to get started on the front. As you can see, it is a very bright red. I love this red. It pops big time. But showing you on the front, you're going to see the grill right here, just showing you that it is the Summit hauler conversion. Very nice. Chrome grill pops very, very nicely. Down below here, you have Freightliner's patented 3-piece bumper, making it so if anything does happen, it's easily replaceable very, very quickly as well to get you back on the road for whatever you're doing. Down below here, you do have both your recovery hooks there. And in the middle, this is your radar system. It's coupled with the Detroit Assurance, making it so we're obviously being as safe as possible. And it's coupled with the radar from the windshield, making this your front end crash alert. So if anybody is braking up front, it will brake for you, but let's hope we're all paying attention. The hood, compressed fiberglass, very durable. In Colorado, we get a lot of hail here, so it's making it so you're not just gonna get the typical dents and dings on here, but also I do recommend covering it with clear bra or clear mask or anything like that, just for the rock chips as well. It's very easy to do this. You just gotta make sure that you are unhooked on both sides, but when you wanna work on it, you just lift it just like this, and there's chains inside to lock it in position right here. Not lock it in position, I apologize. But there is a safety measure in there that will make it so they won't jump back at you, and I'll go over that in just a second. But as you can see, we've got our Cummins L9 right here. It's got 360 horsepower, 1,150 pound-feet of torque. Very easy to work on if you're mechanically inclined, very open. You can plop yourself right in here, and you can jump in there and work on it however you want. We've got our coolant up there, air filter right there, dipstick for your oil fill right there. Fuse panel, this is one of two fuse panels right here. Very easy to pop open and work on if you need to. Down below here, you've got your power steering fluid, and then of course your fuel filter water separator right there. If your battery does die in cold weather, or whether or not you've just left something on, there are two leads right here. That's your negative and your positive. Very easy to just jump your battery and get going. Very nice feature that they add onto here. And below here, we've got our wheels. These are the Michelin X255 80R 22.5s. There's one little key piece on here that we add to every single one of our Freightliners, is the extra drum in there with the wheel balancers in there, making it so you're as safe as possible, keeping as much tire on the road surface as possible. It also actually helps with the longevity of the tire as well. I'm going to show you how we just push this down. You're going to see that it's fighting me a lot, but most people can actually do this. It's very easy to do. You're just pushing it down, and that is the safety measure that I was talking about, so that if you're in there and somebody is working on it, it won't actually slam down on you. Once you're done with that, it's a little bit frozen right now, but once you're done with that, you'll just lock it back in place, just like so, and lock it down just like that. There is one more strap on the other side. Just make sure that you do both straps so we're being safe as possible. Down below here, you have your engine block heater for cold days like this, or very, very cold days. You just hook it up, making sure your fuel's not gelling up, keeping everything warm. Up above here, we have our side mirrors, so we're being as safe as possible, so you can see everything to the outside. But a great feature about these, they're called breakaway mirrors. So if you hit something or if somebody hits you, they just simply break away. It does go both ways. And these mirrors are powered up top. They are also heated, making it so they're as clear as possible, and you can adjust it accordingly as well. You got two side steps right here. They're pretty wide right here, to making it so you have as much surface area as possible, so that you can be as safe as possible. Just make sure you're doing 3 points of contact and you're holding onto the handles right here, and the one inside as well. This is your fuel dole right here. You got to be careful on these days like this. Like today, I had already we washed this off to make sure we were ready for this video, but you got to be careful that it's not going to get frozen up, because the lock can actually do it, and then the sides can actually do it as well. Just make sure you have a secondary plan of attack to actually get these thawed out. So just make sure you're not washing it before that. But like I said, fuel door right here. This is one of two 50-gallon tanks that you have. So one on this side, one on the other. And then of course your DEF tank right here. It is a 6-gallon DEF tank, roughly getting about 350 miles per gallon on that. So you can go pretty far away on this. This is lockable, just like that. Just make sure that you're not cold. Inside here we have the Summit hauler conversion. Very nice setup. It's a very durable leather. Very, very comfortable seat. The seat does actually have air ride, so does the cab, and then you have air brakes on there as well. But easy to use. Just lift up right here, giving you it's going to absorb all the shock for you. Your lumbar support right here, your tilt feature right here, and then heated seats, especially for today. Down below here, you have Freightliner's patented kill switch. If you're not a daily driver on this, all you have to do is just click that off. It turns off all electronics, so it's not going to burn out your batteries. Another key feature in here is just to the right, the light test button that's in there. When you're ready to go, you got to make sure that all your lights are working properly, so you would hit that, then just walk around your vehicle, get you on your way. I'm going to start this up so we're not getting frozen out here. One key feature on this one is what you'll do is you put the key in the actual ignition, turn it to the right to accessories mode. Just make sure you go through about 5 seconds. It's just doing all of its tests. If you don't do this, it could throw a code. We don't want that. Once you're done, just go ahead and turn it on. Then you're good to go. Now we can take a look at the rest of the truck. In the back here, we have our very comfortable sofa. Room for 3 with seat belts. Best part about this one right here is that DOT does regulate this one as a bed. So if you're tired while you're on your drive, just put this down and you are good to go. And right back up. Just make sure you're properly oiled. It's got a little bit of a squeak there. I'll make sure that that's maintained. Also, one thing about this, just make sure that there's nothing on top here when it's moving. Like if there's passengers in there or if there's a heavy bagger on there, that will actually tend to burn out the motor a little bit quicker than what we want. This is your panel right here for your batteries. This is how you would change them out or make sure everything's going good with them. 3 bolts right here and then one in the back, easily removable. Then you can actually work on the actual batteries. Down below here, trickle charger. If you want to top off those batteries, just make sure they're working properly and fully functional. Just plug it in right there. You can also use it as a trickle charger if you need to charge anything up outside, actually. Sidebars running down here a little bit further, but right here, this is one of 2 of this size storage bins. They are diamond plated, very durable, and as you can see, you can really utilize it however you really want. We've got our flares in there, we've got a hose in there, but the best part about that is the air line right there. So if you do get a flat tire, you can air up your own tire. We also have a fire extinguisher in there as well. All of these are going to be lockable, and there's weather stripping on the side to keep as much moisture out as possible. Here's your second one of this, or this is the first of this size. There's 2 of these, just one on each side. Diamond plated, you could put chains in there, or you can have your flare system like we have on the other one. Whatever you kind of want, but lockable as well. As we're looking up the bed, you see the entire bed is that diamond plating, making it so that if you do have anything on here, it's not gonna make it so anything's gonna get really dented or dinged. It's a very durable system. But a nice little thing on the back bar here, there's 2 pre-drilled holes there, so if you want to add an exterior storage bin or a spare tire or anything like that, it's pre-drilled and you can go right in there. We actually have the customizable storage bins that actually fit perfectly in here, that we can do that for you as well. Up top here, you have the backup camera. That is the Voyager system. You can add up to 4 cameras on that. I'll show you where that is inside the cab. It's a very nice system though. Down below here, you're going to see a track system going down the bottom. And you have anything you want to tie down, you have the ability to do that. It has about a 1,000-pound weight limit, and it's very easy to use as well. In the middle here, we have our trough system. This is where you're going to be hooking up to either your fifth wheel or your gooseneck. And as you can see, we already have the gooseneck ball. That is a 2 5/16 ball. It is a drop-in, so it's very easy to remove. There's a little lever right here. You would pull it back, and then you can pull it out if you want. You can actually flip it over as well. It does have air lines in there as well that are already pre-wired, to call it, for air hookup for your trailer, which is a very nice feature that we add to every single one of our Freightliners. Here's your hookups for your electronics right here for your gooseneck and fifth wheel and bumper pull. This right here is your hookup for electronics for the Voyager system. So that is your hookup electronically for that for the camera backup system. You can even add an additional cameras if you want, but if you're hardwired in, you can only have 4. Down below here, you have your Gen Y 30,000-pound weight limit hitch, bumper pull hitch, and it's totally customizable. You can actually just pull the pin, raise this, lower it, however you would like, but you also have a couple of options of receivers right here. Right now, we have the 2 5/16 ball, and on the bottom, we have a 2-inch. I love that we started adding this. It just makes it a lot easier for people that are gonna be doing the bumper pulls and stuff like that. Coming around the side here, these are your other storage bins. I won't open them up because they are the exact same. But as you can see, here's the side step system. And I was actually having a problem with this a little bit earlier. So Like I was telling you, this one was frozen shut, so it took me a little bit of time to actually get in there, but that is your secondary tank. That is the other 50 gallons. It is a self-leveling system. Just make sure you're at a gas station that you can pump from both sides, because it becomes a little bit of a pain if you are trailering something and you have to go pull around again. But this one is lockable as well. Pretty easy system. We're gonna take a look on the passenger side right here. See how much room and comfort you have for the passengers that you're going to be hauling. It is the exact same thing as on this side. It's an air ride, just adjusting accordingly, lumbar, and then of course your heated seat. I want to show you this part right here. This is a panel right here for that secondary fuse panel. It's very easy to access. You would just lift from the bottom right here and it'll pull right out, and then you have your other fuses that you can actually access right there. We're gonna hop in the back here before we actually get in. He's gonna show you the back console. A couple of more options for power. You got a couple of 110 and a couple of USB-A's, so you can charge anything you'd like in there. We're gonna hop up in the cab, go over the interior of it. And as you see when you hop in there, you're gonna see that very large windshield. It is 2,500 square inches of windshield, making it so that we can see everything on the road. We're trying to be as safe as possible, but you're going to notice right in the middle there, you have a big panel, plastic panel right here. This is for the Detroit Assurance, what I was talking about earlier with the radar down below. This one's for your lane keep assist, so if you're going outside of your lane and you're not signaling, it's going to nudge you back over and actually give you an audible as well. That's a very, very annoying one. You're going to think something's wrong with the truck, but it's just like a but it's just letting you know, hey, you're going outside your lane without actually signaling. We're gonna stay up top here. Right here is a panel for an extra CB radio if you want, or you can make it as storage. We've just covered it up right now, but really you can kind of do whatever you want with it. To the left here, this is your Voyager system camera. As you can see, that is the backup from the headache bar. And I told you you can add 4 cameras onto it. It's a very easy system to maneuver. All these buttons control it, but right here you can actually function to camera 2, camera 3, camera 4, or the best feature is you can do a split screen, 1 and 2, 1, 2, and 3, and then 1, 2, 3, and 4. Otherwise, you're just back to that camera 1. You also have your air horn up here, and then your secondary mic for your Bluetooth is also up here as well. Dropping down here to the door panel, very easy to use, but you're going to notice that there's only 2 buttons for the windows. There's a reason for that. It's very easy to do, but when you do, if you want to, say if your passenger just didn't roll up the window, what you would do is actually just push this, and then it'll control the rear windows as well. There's your heated system for your mirrors right here, and then you can kind of customize it however you'd like. Controls for the dashboard are all right here. This is just maneuvering on the digital part right in the middle, but otherwise you have your RPMs right here, your oil pressure. Here's your fuel gauge, but it also has your def gauge in here as well. The fuel is always going to be for the white. The blue is going to be for your def. It just lets you know exactly how much is in there, which is, I think, is a great feature that they've added onto this. Onto the right side right here, you've got your speedometer, and then of course your primary and secondary air. Again, your primary is going to be white, your secondary is going to be blue, and then of course your water temperature just to the right of that. Right side of the steering wheel, you have ability to answer and hang up phone calls, and then of course your cruise control is all set right here. But behind the actual steering wheel, very important knob right here, this is going to be your gear shift. It is an automatic transmission. It's very easy to use. All you would do is just click this up, make sure your foot's on the brake, go into drive, and then reverse is down below. But you can also go into a manual transmission right here. If you're going down and up in the gears, you would still use this as this. You're going to be going down this way for going down or up in gears, and then back to you actually going down in gears. One last thing this actually does as well, there's a whole bunch of features on this, but it also is your engine brake too. So when it's all the way up, that means it's off, and then you can go 1, 2, and then 3, and that's just going high, medium, and low. Or sorry, low, medium, and high. But if not, just keep it up. It's up to you how you kind of want to set it up as. To the right of it, you've got your hookup for your air for your trailer, and then this one is your parking brake for your actual truck. To the right here, you've got controls for your subwoofer for the stereo system. And then below we have a red arc trailer gain. This is for your electronic brakes. Right here you've got your hazard, your dome light, your footwell light, and your pre-trip. The pre-trip is set up for both the truck and your trailer. So what you would do is hit this. It takes about a minute to start. You'll hop out and making sure that all your indicator lights are actually working properly. To the right here, you have optional switches that you can add. Some people like to add another light bar so they can illuminate the way a little bit more, or they can add a winch, really whatever you kind of customize it however you want to do it. These are just buttons that you can add on there. Below here, this is a very important one. This is all your safety systems. These first 3 buttons are the buttons that are always on. This is your automatic braking assist, lane departure warning, and then your traction control. Like I said, the systems are always on, but if they annoy you or you just want to turn them off, you have the ability to do it right here. This 4th button is your shutdown override. Obviously that is a very important button. What's it going to do? What it's going to do is, if your dashboard is letting you know, hey, there's something going on with the engine, we're going to shut it down in 30 to 45 seconds, but you're in the middle of the road, you're trying to get over the side, and you don't have enough time, you'll hit that button, and it'll make it so the engine will continue to go no matter what. But once you make sure that you're in a safe position, just make sure you turn off the vehicle, because that will keep it going. Controls for the rear air right here, so if you want the cool or hot, it's just right there. And then the fan speed, it's just a high or low kind of thing right here. The neutral position right in the middle, meaning that it is off. Down below here, you've got your suspension dump, so if you're in a really low trailer, hit that button, it drops down the back so that you can hook up to a lower trailer. Differential lock right here. And then this one's a very important one. This is your USB-A and HDMI. This is all hookups for Apple CarPlay or Android Auto. If you want to do it, it's all you can have your phone that comes up on the screen here. This is very easy to use. You don't need to be intuitive with electronics. It's just self-explanatory. Your radio, your Apple, your Android Auto, very easy. You've got your navigation right there. If you want to stream some of your music through your phone, you can do it right there. You can even have an external flash drive as well. You can even see what's on your phone, but easy to use, like I said. Down below here, this is all your climate control for the front. Very easy. Your fan speed right here, the different zones, and then of course heating and cooling right here. This is your recirculated air right here. Pretty easy to use. In the middle section right here, you've got your very large console. 4 very large cup holders, very easy to use. You can even pull them out if something spills in there, you can clean them up, so you can keep this thing as clean as possible. The middle part right here is going to be your storage. Have whatever you want in there. Very large, so you can keep really whatever you can think of in there. But other than that, that does wrap this one up. If you're interested in this 2025 Freightliner M2 106 Plus with the semi-hauler conversion, you can see my stuff below there. It's paul.lavoie@transwest.com, or you can give me a call at 303-503-3305. Thanks for joining me, folks. You have a great day.